Hello there, Chris Reardon, welcoming you to today's United Kingdom talk, and I've seen something that I must have as part of the United Kingdom talk Christmas decorations. Something that you will want, boys and girls. Nope, I haven't got, I'm just tempted. Now, should I tell you what it is? Or should I go out and buy it for my Christmas decorations? What should I do, darling? No, I don't want you to miss out on this. I do not want you to miss out. If you are in the UK, and I'm sure you will be able to get this from other parts of the world, in the DIY chain B&Q, I was informed last night on the telephone by my dear friend Justin. He's the one who runs the pub in Hemel Hempstead that I used to work for. Do you remember that on Friday nights? I'm not there anymore. Oh, yeah, well, I am. I'm there on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve this year. All right, that's where I shall be doing some DJing. Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve at the Steam Coach in Boxmoor, Hemel Hempstead. If you want to come along to that one, I think it's tickets. Or I'm not sure, it might be tickets for that one. Okay? Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve this year at the Steam Coach in Hemel Hempstead. Nice place. Little pokey little pub up north. That's what it is. A pokey... Who is it? Pokey little place up north. The Steam Coach, Boxmoor, Hemel Hempstead, New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve this year, okay? And Justin rung me up. Oh, no, he didn't rung me up. He texted me. Text message. Incidentally, talking of text messages, you may have noticed that I have stopped mentioning the text message number on this programme. That is because no one bothered to use it. Only two people, Marsha in Florida and Wayne in Reading, were the only people that ever used it. I can't believe that Ross Patzelt from the programme rosspatzelt.co.uk didn't use the text service when it was him that suggested it in the first place. I'm sure he just wanted me to make me spend money on another mobile phone. Not fair, is it, eh? Anyway, back to that. So Justin texted me last night. He says, I want something for Christmas that I've seen. I said, what is it? And he said, are you ready for this? They are mirror ball fairy lights that change colour. Apparently you get 10 in a row and these little mirror balls hang down with little LED coloured lights that change colour. So we must have some of these for Christmas. Now, I do have, for my Christmas decorations this year, I do still have the tree that if you've been with us for a year and you've been watching the show via YouTube, you will have seen the Christmas tree last year. You can look at it now if you want to. Just go onto YouTube and type in, I don't know, oh, no, actually, easier than that. Go to the main United Kingdom Talk website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. And go back to last year, December the 25th or 24th, I'm not sure, whatever was around the Christmas time, and you'll be able to see the little Christmas tree that I had last year. Is it acceptable, do you think, boys and girls, to use the same Christmas tree so that I don't have to spend more money on even more decorations? Because we didn't go too over the top last year. Suko in New York, I remember her writing to me last year after I'd done to the Christmas decorations, mentioning that she thought it was a bit of a poor show. Didn't you, Suko? I remember you saying that, dear. You weren't impressed with the little tree. What did I have last year? It was a tree. Wasn't there something else? Was it? Did I have a star or something? I can't remember now. But it was certainly a little Christmas tree. She wasn't impressed by it at all. Do I need a 6-foot tree? And then I'm not sure that you'd be able to see it anyway because the studio's not big. I mean, it is a massive studio. This studio is 10 miles by 15 miles, but it's still not big enough for my ego, I'm afraid to say. Okay, so I'm going to purchase, and you may want to purchase some of those. Remember, from B&Q, you're looking for LED... mirror ball Christmas lights, 10 on a little bit of string. I'm going to, in fact, what's the time now? Do you know what? I think I'm going to go and buy some this afternoon, and maybe you might see them on the next show, or possibly the one after. In fact, no, not the next show, because the next show, you see, hopefully, I will have a very special guest, the Mayor of Lambeth, Christopher Wellbelove, will be here on United Kingdom Talk, not in the studio. Oh no, I have been invited, boys and girls. I have been invited to the mayoral, what do you call it? The chambers. The mayoral chambers of Lambeth. I'm going to be there with the United Kingdom Talk camera and recording devices to do the show. So look out for that one, okay? The next show, if it all comes, I hope it all comes together, will be a little chatette. I never like to say it's an interview, because an interview where you're just throwing serious questions at people, we don't do that on the programme. I try so hard to be serious, and I fail every time, don't I? Eh? So look forward to that next show, having a chat with the Mayor of Lambeth. Here, only here on United Kingdom Talk. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? The week after that, we've got Madonna. The week after that, Shirley Bassey. I don't think so, dear. I mean, Madonna, she does keep writing to the show, wanting to be on, but we just haven't got the room. I'm sorry, lovey. I'm sorry, lovely. Much that I like your music, not so keen on miming, okay? Sorry, Madonna. Not so keen on people telling me they've paid £500 to see you and you mime. Not keen on that at all. And it's no good do your people saying to me, yes, but it's a show. Sorry. If I pay lots of money, I want to see you sing live. I don't mime at my karaoke nights, dear, do I? Certainly not. Oh, I've started singing that song now at my karaoke nights, Circle of Life. Do you like that? And the Circle of Life. That one. Oh, I do like that one, dear. Actually, I might take the camera along. I'm doing a karaoke night tonight. I might take the camera and video myself doing Circle of Life and insert it into one of the future programmes. Would you like that? Would you like an insertion? I think you might. The email address of the show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Please join in, boys and girls. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. So there we are. Off to the shops later to purchase my mirror ball lights, and I shall show them to you in the next 2 or 3 shows, okay? So you can decide whether you need a set or several sets. You can have them going all around the house. I remember as a little boy, I always used to get my mum and dad to buy even more fairy lights. I mean, it was like Santa's grotto in our house where we lived in Roehampton, which is in southwest London. And the whole house, fairy lights everywhere. Oh, it was wonderful, dear. Twinkling away. Now I'm older, I'm too tight to plug them in and use the electricity. Terrible, isn't it? I must say, over the last few years, some of the houses round here are done up so well. Sometimes people say, oh, it looks a bit too much with all those lights. I think they look wonderful. Little twinkling fairy lights everywhere, just for a few weeks, although some people do them too early. I have to say, one of the pubs I work in Clapham, he has now put the decorations up last week, which is like, halfway through November. Now, to me, that's far too early. Far too early for Christmas decorations. For businesses, I suppose the first week in December, yeah. For homes, I'm afraid 2 weeks before Christmas is sufficient. You can't have these things up all the time. My sister makes that mistake. She goes, my little nephew, Jimmy, who's 12, she goes by what he says. If he wants the decorations, out they come. That you've got to take a stand with your children, boys and girls. You must take a stand with your children. You give it to them too early, what is there to look forward to? It's like these people that buy Christmas presents for people and give them to them before Christmas. I don't go along with that at all. Then what have you got to look forward to till Christmas? Huh? My sister's husband's brother, he wants, I think he gives the children a little bit of money before Christmas. And I think I said to him once, why do you do that? Oh, so that they can buy presents for people. Well, no. Christmas Day is Christmas Day. Do not give the presents before Christmas Day. I have got my eye on something, but I'll end up buying it myself because it's far too expensive for other people to buy me. I certainly wouldn't ask my sister to buy it for me. She's not got an awful lot of money. But I would like an Apple iPhone, I think. I've decided. An Apple iPhone. And as my mum and dad aren't here anymore, I could buy it, wrap it up, and say it's from them. Quite an expensive thing because, unfortunately, my phone is nowhere near out of the upgrade period. It's got about another 2 years to run on that. So I'm not waiting. I'm going to wait 2 years for an Apple iPhone. I think I might buy an Apple iPhone because we now have those on the... I'm on the Orange network here in the UK. And so many of my friends now have an Apple iPhone. I have the Nokia 5800 telephone. Which, yes, you can download the applications, but it's not easy. It's not easy to operate. I don't find it easy. The Apple iPhone, I've held it in my hands and people said, go on, have a go at it. And it's just so easy. Apple must spend vast sums of money making their gear easy to use. Quite often, I've never even looked at an instruction with the Apple. And yet, you seem to know instinctively what to do with their gadgets. And it's the same with their little Walkmans. I don't have any Apple gear at all. Not an iPhone, not an MP3 player, or an you know the MP3 player. iTouch, is it? iPlay, I can't think what it is now. I have no computer or anything like that. I don't have any Apple items at all. But people I know with the Apple stuff, and I've used their gear, it always seems so easy to work. That being said, my mate Ronnie, he recently bought a printer to go with his Apple computer. I think the printer is Apple as well. And he can't get it to work wirelessly, and it's driving him mad because his other half, Andy, he's also got a printer, and they've got the same... How sad is that? They've got the same laptops, right? Ronnie and Andy. And they sit there side by side on the shelf. His and hers. I know which one's the her, dear. Dear me. But Andy can get his one to work with a printer. Ronnie can't, and it's driving him mad. That's what we like, isn't it? So there we are. I think I might buy myself a little iPhone thing. The new one that can take photos, because the first ones couldn't take photos or something, or they couldn't send them, could they? I gather the new ones have. Now, should I get black or white? I can't decide. Should it be white and pure like me, boys and girls? Help me out with this one. Should I buy a black iPhone or a white iPhone? If you've got any advice on what iPhone to buy, I would tend to go with the 32 gig, the best one, which I believe is the 32 gig one. Is it S or something like that? Please let me know. Don't let me make the mistake of purchasing the wrong one. Otherwise, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Simple as that. Use my email to tell me all about it. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Right, we've got some emails to get through today. First of all, a quick one here from Carl in Yorkshire. Nice to hear from you, Carl, because I thought you'd disappeared. I think we've lost a few people recently, boys and girls. They've gone. They have abandoned me, lovey. Abandoned. Yes, Wayne Anonymous, never hear from him. Never hear. Marsha in Florida, where are you, lovey? Robert in Iceland, not there. Susan, our cat lover. Oh, God, I hope you haven't been eaten by your cats. Where have you all gone? Oh, where have my little friends gone? I haven't heard from any of you for ages now. Please don't tell me your homes have been flooded and you've been washed away into the sea and eaten by sharks. Email address chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Carl in Yorkshire writes, because I was talking on another show about Carl being an anorak, and Carl says, I am not, in block capitals, not an anorak, thank you. I am a geek. Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you on that, Carl. Yes, Carl is a geek. He even tells us himself on this email. How fantastic is that? Thank you, Carl. I always knew you were one of them. Sorry, when I say one of them, I don't mean one of us, but one of them, if you see what I'm saying. Look who it is, Suko. Now, here is someone else that I hadn't heard from ages. I wondered what, Suko, had happened to you, my darling. I wondered what was going on there in New York. Perhaps you'd fallen onto one of those subway trains and fallen under one of the trains and been run over by one of the trains. But no, she is here. Suko in New York writes, "Hi, Chris. I've been trying to catch up on shows and emails." Trying, dear. Trying. Well, we all try. A lot of people find me very trying, Suko, to be honest. My personal... Here come the excuses, right? Here come the... There's always excuses, isn't there? My personal life was on hold while I was writing a grant proposal to fund next summer's Chinese-American night. Oh, and here we go. Listen. It was a grueling, all-consuming task administered through Huntingdon Arts Council, who made it much more difficult than the Long Island Arts Council, which had always administered it before. In brackets, the funding comes from New York State grants for the arts. But it's behind me now, so I can get on with things. Thank the Lord for that. Hallelujah! I'm still behind on your shows. Glad they're only 30 minutes now. It makes it easier to catch up with. Yes, and also, Suko, it's a lot easier for me now just doing the 30 minutes. I hope that's better for you. Yes, it is, yeah. I only wish my dear friend James Dean would get on with podcasting the matinee. I hate to look at myself, but I like to hear myself talk so I can try and improve on the delivery. Oh, is he fallen behind doing his... James Dean, boys and girls that don't know him, he hosts a show called matineeshow.co.uk, which is on a little community station here in the UK, and he podcasts it. But I don't know, he just doesn't seem to bother sometimes, does he? Have you noticed that, Suko? Oh, he's very, very unreliable, dear, James Dean, as I've said time and time before, dear. And then you would think that he moved mountains to get that podcast on the internet, wouldn't you? But yeah, I don't know. I can't comment, dear. All I know is that usually when you ask James Dean to do something, unless it benefits him personally, it doesn't happen, dear. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that. It's true, dear. It's true. And Suko, please use my correct name on the radio, dear. Not Reardon. How does that benefit me? When you're mentioning me, Suko, could you say Chris Reardon from UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk? We could do with a few more listeners. My God, they're hemorrhaging left, right and centre. I've become boring. That's the only thing I can think. I have become boring. In fact, I'm even starting to fall asleep myself, listening to myself chat on here, drone on here for half an hour, dear. Suko says, I love the show with Gwen a few weeks ago. She's a rock star. Well, yes, she does sing Coldplay Fix You. Is Coldplay rock music? I don't know, dear. It's all a mystery to me. I continue to pray for her recovery, and if it's true what they say about the healing powers of a positive outlook, then it's in the bag. She's coming along slowly, my friend. She is coming along slowly. Please send her my continued love and support. In fact, she's coming along so well that I think she's going to be at one of the karaoke nights before Christmas. Okay? Don't know when. I have a feeling she will just turn up. She's one of those people that would turn up and surprise you. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I will, of course, take the recording equipment and the camera along. I think I would better take them every week now until she turns up. And we'll see her and hear her sing, okay? I'm so thrilled to hear of your impending trip to Australia. I hope it's as wonderful as your previous trips. Yeah, I do look forward to my trip to Australia. But like I said in a previous show, I'm not that excited about it. Don't seem to get excited about things anymore. Anything. Is there anything I'm really looking forward to at the moment that I'm excited about? No, there isn't, and I don't know why that is. Is this a thing that comes with age? Or maybe I've just been so lucky over the years doing things and going to other countries and buying things that I want. And maybe that's why I'm not excited. I don't get very excited about anything anymore. I think what's the most thing I get excited about is going to see my sister's children. Really, that's... I can't think of anything else that I'm excited about. I mentioned the Apple iPhone. Now, this is something that I would like, but it doesn't excite me. I can't... Oh, I'm so excited I'm going to get an iPhone. Why is that? Is that an age thing? Don't know. Suko says, I only wish you were coming to New York, or better still, that you were taking me to Australia. God's sake. You think money grows on trees, dear? Well, I can take you to Australia, Suko, but you'll have to go in economy, dear. I can't afford 2 business trips at the same time. She says, by the way, do you remember when I visited you in London? Oh, did you, Suko? Did you visit me in London? I'll have to check my diary. I don't remember things like that, dear. I'm so sorry, dear. I remember certain things, but for some reason I don't remember that. Thank you. Lovely to hear from you, my darling. Don't be a stranger. Don't leave me sitting here in my settee all alone. Ross Patel writes, £2,000 for a sofa? I'd pay that if I would be staying in all day and night to get my money's worth. I don't know if... Is he written this to the right person? He says, are you getting married next year? Where's mine and Donna's invite? Did it get lost in the post because of the strikes? I don't know what he's going on about here. I don't remember saying I'd paid £2,000 for a sofa, Ross. And who mentioned me getting married? No one's going to have me, dear. When are you going to learn that? And besides, what do you mean, where is mine and Donna's? I don't want to meet you, Ross. No, thank you. God's sake. You'll be there swilling your lager. We don't have people like that here in Berkshire. We're very well behaved here. You'd be swigging your lager, eating chips outside my front door. Oh, no, I'm sorry, dear. And blowing off everywhere. You would. No, I don't want to meet you, Ross. Thank you very much. No, not going to meet Ross. No, thank you. No. In fact, I don't think I'll meet anyone else. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I had a lovely time meeting Millie and Suko and, of course, Tom. But I don't know about this meeting people. I think perhaps one has to keep the air of mystery about one. I mean, you can turn up at the karaoke nights if you want, yes. You know what I mean? But I don't know about this meeting people. Was it a big letdown, Suko and Millie and Tom, when I met you all? Was it a bit of a letdown? Eh? Did I not come across as the international celebrity and superstar that I really am? Losing the plot here, I think. I am losing the plot. Oh, just want to say this refers to the music mixes I do. I do a weekly non-stop DJ music mix that you can download free of charge. I'll give you the website for that, okay? And it's from Andrew Hunt, who always downloads my tracks and says, hello, Chris. This is a great time of the year with the church entering Advent and then Christmas. The music is ace. In our choir, we are lucky in that we sing the traditional music and carols, but learn new ones too. Yeah, I love traditional church music. Never been keen on all this folk stuff and nuns with guitars and all that business. He says, I wonder if you'd ever played in a church, as you do play in the style of a church organist sometimes on your show. It'll soon be time for Christmas, for your Christmas intro and outro. Yes, the Christmas intro and outro. New listeners and viewers to the show won't have seen that, so that's something for you to look forward to at Christmas, okay? He says, as if your mixes for October weren't astounding enough, your latest one, the one on November the 5th, is superb. He says, please keep up this great work. My daughter, Lynette, hello Lynette, 19 years old, loves them too. I always liked disco music, but singing in a church choir as the years have rolled by. I have listened to sacred music for a long time, but you have got my dance disco roots back, so thanks. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Now, if you'd like to try one of my non-stop DJ mixes, as I say, they don't cost anything. They're all free of charge, usually about an hour and a quarter, an hour and 20 minutes long, so you can put them onto a CD if you want. Then very simple, there's no talking, okay, it's just music right the way through, along with the list of records. Go to www.chrisreardonshow.co.uk. All right, www.chrisreardonshow.co.uk, and then there's quite a lot on there. The newest one is a bit like the United Kingdom Talk website as well, okay? The newest mix is always at the very top, and then you can go back, and if you like that new one, then perhaps try out some of the other ones. So once again, the website for that one is chrisreardonshow.co.uk. All right, now I've got one more email here from Brenda in Lancaster, but it's a little bit, I haven't got much long left, so I think I'll hold on to that for the next show, if that's all right, Brenda, or in fact the show afterwards, because as I say, the next show I'm hoping to have a little bit of a chat with the Mayor of Lambeth, Christopher Wellbeing. That's on the next show. Now, what else has been happening? Oh yes, I meant to tell you, I have been cleaning, boys and girls. As I've said before, my house, it's not a dirty house. I don't live in a house where you'd need special cleaning women to come round and do it because it's filthy. We're not talking empty fast food boxes or everything like that all over the place. As you've often seen, I would imagine, in a student's house, or those of you with teenage children probably often go up into the bedroom and noticed empty boxes and everything. And what is that smell in teenagers' bedrooms? Have you noticed that? Oh, it's horrendous, isn't it? Usually feet and other sorts of glands that are secreting all sorts of fluids. Not nice at all in teenagers' bedrooms. Anyway, I have been cleaning. One thing, which you're going to hate me for this, I have, standing in front of me on this show, and the last show as well, because we didn't get round to it, I have some tins, boys and girls, of ambrosia, here they are, creamed rice pudding, which look all right from the front. But I was sort of looking at these in the cupboard, and on the top, I noticed that the tins had gone rather rusty. Because I was cleaning out my cupboards, not only cleaning the front part of them, but also cleaning the insides, which of course involves removing all the tins and plates and whatever else you've got in there. And I removed these and I saw these tins and thought, oh, what's happened to those? And then, boys and girls, I looked at the date. Okay, where is it now? October 2007. These tins are 3 years old and they've been sitting at the back, and I am horrified. Not that they've gone rusty, the tins. I mean, is the food all right still inside? 2 years out of date? What do you reckon? Shall I give them to unsuspecting guests when they come round here? Or should I chuck them away? And there were various other things in there, so I've been having a little bit of a clean out in the cupboards and throwing away food that has gone out of date. I hate that, don't you? Food going out of date. 3 years out of date, those tins. Shocking, isn't it? And it wasn't the only thing as well. So far, 2 cupboards have been completely cleaned out. I just don't care anymore. 2 cupboards. I've had the bleacher, I've been doing skirting boards, and it will continue. I want a sparkling clean house. That's it from the show today. As always, thanks very much for joining me. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Thanks for watching and listening. See you on the next show. Bye-bye now.